So now that we know that Django has a user creation form, it's time to take a look at a authentication form. Very similar to what we did with this login view, but there are a couple key differences as we'll see. So the first thing is authentication form. We're going to go ahead and import that with django.contrib.auth.forms. And I'm going to go ahead and declare this in two different ways. I'm actually going to leave the request post method here and initially start off with form equaling to the authentication form and the request itself. In fact, I'm going to put this after the if statement for the request method. So I'll go ahead and say else and that. Okay. So with this same idea, I'm going to go ahead and put this inside of the post method. Now I'll explain why in a moment, but notice that the authentication form itself takes in the request. So it actually has the request as an argument, where all of the other model forms didn't necessarily have it. So in other words, if you look at it on a GET request, it doesn't have anything coming in any of the other model forms. The authentication form is, well, it's a unique case because it's only for authentication. It's not made for creating new models of any kind, right? So a user is a model. It's a user model that is built into Django by default. The authentication form just takes in that request form. And so what we can do is we can also pass in the data being request.post. And yet again, to have these rendered just slightly different. And so what we do here is, well, I no longer need to get all of this stuff. Instead, what I do is get rid of all of that and say, we want to say if form.is valid. Then we'll go ahead and put in that login. The user now is equal to form.getUser. Again, this is a method that's only on the instance of the authentication form itself, assuming that that user is valid. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and return that redirect right there. Okay, so just slightly different than what we saw before, but still very similar to how we originally designed it. It's just now we have a better cleaning mechanism for the data that's going to be coming through with that authentication form. So let's actually take a look at this now. And I first want to make sure I'm logged out. And let's go ahead and log in now. I'll hit log in. And what do you know? It still brings me in correctly. Let's go ahead and log out again. And let's go ahead and give it invalid password, hit login, and it actually just re-renders the page. It's not necessarily showing the error as you might expect. So we need to update another piece, which hopefully you already know what that is. But the first thing I need to do is come in to my context here, and I need to add the form in. You might have already thought about doing this, but we're going to definitely do it now. So we save it, and then we go into login.html and change the form itself. So render the form that's being rendered, we want it to be just form as P, just like that. So it definitely showed us before that this is still very much working with that raw HTML form because the post data is being cleaned through the form class itself, which I think is really cool. It gives us that flexibility that we might need with Django. But now that we're using the model form, we see that the username and password's here. And if I put the incorrect password and try to log in, it gives me that same error. Remember how I said both username and password? It doesn't say, hey, incorrect password or incorrect username. It's just going to do both of those things. And so if I give a user that's not an actual user, same thing, right? It's not telling me that this is not a valid user, which I think is just another security feature that you might not necessarily do right off the bat. And so that's really it. I mean, the one thing that I definitely do not have is how I'm handling these redirects, right? So I've been manually writing those in and doing that configuration in there instead of using these settings, right? So much like we did with these settings for the login required view, we could and probably should use those same settings themselves from the settings module. But that's getting a little bit down the rabbit hole that we don't need to go in just yet. But that's one of those considerations we can have in the future. Another one is actually having or handling the next URL parameter. So next equaling to something like articles create. Maybe that's a future item that we add into the redirect itself. But for now, that is building on top of everything we've done with model forms and showing you just another really cool thing that Django has. And as you go forward, you're going to unpack more and more. So let's go ahead and keep going.